morning, children. Welcome back. Today we are continuing the chapter biomolecule polysaccharides. As you know, polysaccharides are complex carbohydrates. Polysaccharides are complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates. Mainly made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. They are polymers of sugars. They are also called polymer. P-O-L-Y-M-E-R. Polymers of sugar. Monomers. Sugar monomers. Sugar is called a monomer. So what we can say? Polysaccharides are complex carbohydrate. They are the polymers formed of sugar monomers. Sugar monomers connected together. Sugar is connected together by glycosidic bond. So what is this? These are called glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond. So in a polysaccharide, you can see monomers of sugars are connected together by glycosidic bond. You got that idea? Okay, so polysaccharides. Now there are 3-4 types of polysaccharides: cellulose, starch, and glycogen. Cellulose and starch and glycogen are called homopolymer. Why are they called homopolymers? Cellulose, starch and glycogen are called homopolymer. What do you mean by homopolymer? Homopolymer is made up of sugar molecules only. Homopolymer. For example, cellulose is made up of sugar. Starch also made up of sugar. They are called homopolymers. All these are called homopolymer. Okay, cellulose, starch and glycogen. You know, cellulose is mainly found in the cell walls of plant cells and also many other organisms like bacteria, even algae contain cellulose in the cell wall. Starch is very important energy reserve food in plants. After photosynthesis, plants store the food in the form of starch. So, starch is called energy reserve food. As and when we need it, the plants can release the energy from the starch. Glycogen is the energy reserve in animals. Glycogen is the energy reserve in animals. So, we can say cellulose, starch and glycogen are homopolymers of sugars only. Now, the inulin. Inulin is a very unique homopolymer. It's made up of fructose. You can see fructose sugar. Inulin. Okay? It is found in some animals. So, we can say cellulose, starch, glycogen and inulin are homopolysaccharides. Homopolymer or homopolysaccharides. Now, in a polysaccharide molecule, the right hand side, for example, suppose this is a polysaccharide molecule. This is the right side and this is the left side. The right side is the reducing end. Reducing end. What is right side? It is the reducing end. And what is this left side? Non-reducing end. Non-reducing end. So you can see in a polymer there are two ends, right and left ends. The right end is the reducing end and it can reduce the other molecules. That's the meaning. Okay, and left side is non-reducing. It cannot reduce the other molecules. Now in the case of starch, starch is homopolymer, but the starch can form helical structure like this. Starch can form helical structure, highly coiled structure. You can see helical structure comes in the helical manner. Helical structure. Okay, starch is helical structure and it is a secondary structure. Okay. In this case, the starch can hold iodine. Iodine in the complex helical form. Starch molecule. This is the starch. Starch molecule can hold iodine. Because of the iodine they hold, they can give blue-black color. Blue-black color. So why starch form blue-black color? Yes, in a reaction because of the iodine present in the helical structure of the starch. Whereas the cellulose is also helical structure but not so complex as, and there is no blue color. No iodine, no blue color in cellulose. So cellulose does not give any blue color because it does not have iodine in them. Now another important point of this is arthropods. You know arthropods. Arthropods are insects. Arthropods are insects. The exoskeleton, the rough external covering of the arthropods insects, cockroach, grasshopper, locust, and many more. You can feel texture, tough texture is due to chitin. It is a complex polysaccharide. Chitin is a complex polysaccharide. That's all about polysaccharides. So polysaccharides are complex carbohydrate which are the polymers of sugars connected by glycosidic bonds. Cellulose, starch and glycogen, even inulin are homopolysaccharides because they contain only sugar molecules. Whereas heteropolysaccharides, chitin is a heteropolysaccharide. This chitin is a heteropolysaccharide. They contain different molecules. Now anyhow, one of this starch or polysaccharide is a right R and here it is L. Right hand side is a reducing end and left hand side is non-reducing end. Starch possesses iodine in the fold of the helix. Then starch produces blue-black color. At the same time, cellulose does not produce blue-black because they don't have iodine in the helix. Cellulose of arthropods contain chitin. That's all about these polysaccharides. Now we are coming to the next subtopic is the structure of protein. Structure of protein. You can see the structure of proteins. There are 3 or 4 types of structure of protein. That is primary structure, then we can say secondary structure, then third tertiary structure, and fourth quaternary structure. Quaternary. So there are 4 forms of structure of protein. Primary structure includes the linear chain. What is primary structure of protein consisting of? Primary structure form the linear structure and the first amino acid. This is the first amino acid. It is called N-terminal amino acid. N-terminal. And the last amino acid is called C-terminal. C-terminal amino acid. So you understood that. You can see collagen fiber, fibrinogen. All these are primary structure of protein. So what is a primary structure of protein? A primary structure of protein is a simple structure in which the chain, the structure is seen in the form of linear chain. The first amino acid in the linear chain is called N-terminal amino acid, and the last one is called C-terminal. Why it is called N-terminal? Because it comes with the amino group. Okay, amino group ending. Amino group means NH group, and the last is called C group because it ends with the carboxyl or acidic amino acid. That is called the primary structure. Now the secondary structure, we can see secondary structure include the helical coiling, right-handed coiling. It comes in the right-handed manner. Okay, so this comes the helical structure, that is secondary structure of protein. We can see the secondary structure in many nails. You can see that one in fibrous protein. Secondary structure is found in the nails and hair. Secondary structure is found in the nail and hair. Nail and hair. So got it? So secondary structure is the helical structure of protein. The helix are formed in the right hand directions. Example, nail and hair. Now tertiary structure form, what we call woolen ball like. Woolen ball like. Woolen ball. Woolen ball like. So we can say woolen ball like structure in the case of myosin protein. Tertiary structure you can see in the case of myosin. So what is this? Myosin. Myosin is found in the muscles. They are the muscle protein. Myosins are muscle proteins. Myosins are muscle protein. Okay, contractile protein. So they are made up of tertiary structure. What is the tertiary structure? The structure formed by highly coiling and form a ball like, which is woolen ball. The wool or thread can be made into ball like. That is found in the myosin contractile protein. Right? Now the last of this section is the quaternary structure. Quaternary structure forms different coiling. Okay. Example, different coiling in the complex manner. Example, hemoglobin. Hemoglobin protein is made up of 2 alpha chains. What? 2 alpha chains. Hemoglobin protein consists of 2 alpha polypeptides and 2 beta polypeptides. So we can say this is the complex form of quaternary structure, is the complex form of protein. So what are the 4 types of protein structure? Primary structure is the linear chain of proteins, and the right hand side is the reducing form, and left amino acid is the non-reducing form. Example, we can say fibrinogen, collagen, etc. Secondary structure form the helical structure in the right-handed manner. Example, as we have studied in the secondary structure, we have studied in the nail and nail and hair. So tertiary structure includes the woolen ball-like formation, that is in the myosin contractile protein. Now to quaternary structure form different coiling and form the complex structure. Example, hemoglobin. There in hemoglobin 2 alpha polypeptides and 2 beta polypeptides are there. So these 2 are alpha polypeptides and these 2 are beta polypeptides. Okay, so that's all about from this part. Thank you.